Children of the Earth Tribe, rise up, rise up. Children of the Earth Tribe, rise up. Good morning, Earth Tribe. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on today. This episode of As the Tarot Turns is brought to you on purpose with purpose. I am your host, Nacho Mama. Some people call me Crystal, some people call me Criddle, like Riddle with a Z. Either way, Nacho Mama is a personality, not a person. Today I'm going to be reading for the collective of Scorpio. Scorpio collective. I don't care if you're a man dealing with a man, a woman dealing with a woman, a man dealing with a woman, or a woman dealing with a man. Just going to read for the entire collective of Scorpio. I typically don't focus on love readings. If the love comes out in the cards, then I'll talk about it. But I focus on what we need for our own personal growth, right? Please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you so feel inclined. I will have a link in the description box of how you can go about getting a donation-based private reading. I have some links in the description box about Facebook and all that other stuff. There's stuff in the description box. Either way, let's get started. I don't know about you, y'all, but this Mercury is making me feel all weird. It hasn't even got here yet, so some of you might be affected by this pre-shadow of Mercury. Like my words are already jumbly. I can feel it in the air, y'all. I can feel it in the air. Scorpio. Universe, please use me as a conduit to express the best message for Scorpio's personal growth today. Please and thank you. So mote it be. Amen. Please use me as a conduit to express the best message for Scorpio's growth today. Please and thank you. So mote it be. Amen. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse, with the Two of Cups in reverse, and Judgment. I feel a lot of you are making a final judgment, a judgment call after being tormented in your own head over a situation of love, because the cups are some sort of emotion. There's been some sort of emotional upheaval. And with the Justice, something that you felt was very unfair, that somebody did you very wrong. And after a period of being in your head about it, after a period of ruminating in either guilt or, you know how when we go over conversations in our head over and over again, and we're like, well, I should have said this and I should have said that, you know, and I wish I could go back and say this. It's like reliving a situation over and over and over again in your head. And I feel like some of that has finally started to subside a little bit. Like the emotions are starting to starting to recede a little bit in whatever this situation was. Yeah, somebody was definitely up to some sneaky shit. I believe that this was the person that you are dealing with, Scorpio. There was somebody that snuck out in the middle of the night type of deal, you know? Somebody doing something shady, some sort of injustice and something shady, but you came to the light about this. The truth is always revealed, right? And now you can go into this cave with the understanding and knowing, right? You have this newfound armor. Maybe some of you guys ran into somebody on the street that said something that you were like, wait, what do you mean he was in my car doing this, you know? Or what do you mean that you seen him on Tuesday night at you know, this place or that place? Like he was supposed to be over here. So you somehow received some sort of information through the divine, like the divine illuminated something for you, right? And you've gone in your head and you've been in your head over and over thinking like, is this real? Is this not real? You know, is this person really doing this or are they not really doing this? And you found out that whatever was revealed to you was true, right? So you were kind of in your head about it, feeling very unjustified, feeling very taken advantage of, feeling very just in your head about it, you know? But now you are armed with all the information that you need to move forward. We have the Six of Swords here. You have all your information that you need to move forward. Like this guy took all those swords out of his back and plugged his boat with it so that he could move on to calmer waters. He could have just laid there in this 10 of Cups, or the 10 of Swords with all those knives, in despair and sorrow. Like, you've done that enough. You did that enough over this injustice. But whatever this injustice was that was done has helped you move on with confidence. Like, you needed that one final piece of missing information before you could get out of there, before you could escape, before you let this tower fall, right? You found out one piece of information that you were up in your head about all kinds, and then you actually used it as power to get away, right? You needed that one piece of proof, that one piece of information, and now after being in your head about it, and after being after trying to figure out what was real and what wasn't real, the divine came down and showed you what was real. And so you left something ended. After this tower, after this truth reveal, something ended. It gave you the courage, it gave you the info, it gave you the tools you needed to be able to escape, to be able to break it out, to break it off, to no longer deal with it. Like, maybe somebody had been lying to you the whole time, and you knew it the whole time, but you didn't have any proof. It was like you finally found the proof that you needed to be able to get out of some sort of situation, to be able to make that final decision, to make a final judgment of no, this is over, Like, there was like a final, like the hair that broke the camel's back type of deal, And you might be wondering why all this happened, or, kind of remorseful. There's a lot of conflict about it. There's been a lot of conflict either inside your mind or outside of yourself. But whatever this decision was that you ended is bringing you to your 10 of Pentacles, is bringing you closer to having a happy home. Sometimes we are in these really controlling type environments. For years we spend doing the best that we can for somebody that doesn't appreciate anything, and you don't even realize like how bad it really is until after you get out of it. And then once you're out of it and you can breathe and you can be your own self again, after all, like when there's no more conflict, when you don't have to walk on eggshells by living in your own house, you got one sort of piece of information, one final straw. That's what it is, a straw. One final straw, one final battle, one final word, one final clue to be able to let you break away from whatever this situation was, so that you can move on to your permanent legacy, your permanent happy home. With the Four of Wands, we have a victory here. You haven't completed it completely, but whatever this information is has given you enough to be able to stand firm in your decision, to be able to and not be able and not do it through fighting and through gossip and listening to other people and having people all in your ear about stuff, or being all in people's ears about stuff. This is a decision that you made on your own. This isn't something that, it's not a he said, she said. This is a decision that you've made, with the Nine of Cups, for yourself, for your own happiness, for the sake of your children, for the sake of your family. When you come home every day and you have to walk on eggshells around the people that are around you just to keep the peace, that's not peace. That's not real peace. But whatever it was, whatever this truth that came out, whatever this final piece of information, whatever it was that divine showed you, in however way it was. Maybe it was synchronistic. Maybe you just ran into somebody randomly on the street that had some sort of piece of information for you. You know, you're no longer in your head thinking, should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go? No, you put the final nail in that coffin. Whatever this information was gave you that final piece. Yeah, Page of Cups. Whatever this message was, whatever this message you received, whatever message from divine, whatever it was that opened your eyes to the reality of what was really going on, it was the final one. That was it. That was the one you needed to be able to break free from whatever this situation is that you're dealing with, from whatever person this was that you were dealing with. You know, and to break free with a peace of mind, with peace in your heart about it. You know, to know that you were doing the right thing, to not be in your head wondering if I did the right thing or did I not do the right thing. You know, well, what if I was wrong? What if I was wrong? What if I was wrong? Well, what if you're right? You know, what if you're right? I feel like whatever this information was that divine came down and gives you this closure. We don't get closure and then move away. We move away and then we get the closure. You know? But there is a definite end to some cycle after a final piece of information. You got the final tool you needed to be able to gather the strength to really get away from it this time, to really step away from this time, to really break it off, not in a, oh, well, did I do this right or did I do this wrong? Like this is a final no, you know? This is a no, I am not putting up with this anymore. No, you are not staying here anymore. This is a final decision. You've ended that cycle with whatever sort of information that spirit brought to you, you know? And you're doing it with peace of mind. You're doing it because you know that's what's right for you. Sometimes it's really hard for us to do the things that are right for us because it hurts someone else, you know? But sometimes we have to do that. That's part of our tests here on earth. To thy own self be true is really service to God. You know? And now you're working on building your foundation. You can rebuild your own happiness without whatever this situation was that you broke free from. Like you are finally like a permanent break free. This is a not going back. You're not going back, Scorpio. You're not letting them back. You're not listening to whatever it is that they have to say, whatever excuses, whatever has worked in the past will no longer work. It's not going to work this time because whatever information that you gathered, whatever final straw it was, really, really broke this cycle. And it gave you the strength to walk. Gave you the strength to walk away, to follow your intuition, and to walk away towards brighter, your sun, your happiness. You know, to not walk on eggshells, in your own house. That nothing that you do is good enough with this person, you know? No matter what it is that you do, it's always wrong. It's always been wrong. No matter how much you try to do for this person, no matter how much you try to do for this job, for this situation, nothing is ever good enough. And you got one final piece of information, one final argument, one final something happened that gave you enough strength, gave you enough understanding to be able to walk away, to be able to let it go, to be able to move on to your closure. We don't get closure and then go away, walk away. We get closure by walking away, by closing out these chapters, by letting it go. Yeah, this one final, whatever this Ace of Swords moment was, that's all you needed. There was one final aha moment that put some light on a situation, and that's all you needed to be able to let go of whatever this was. Good job, Scorpio. I love you guys. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you so feel inclined. And on that note, I'm out. Vroom, beep, beep.